What's up? Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Welcome to the Stats Review. This is a show where we do a review of the BetKing Premier League matches and as well as do a statistical analysis of one of the matches that was played and aired live on one of the league's broadcasting partners. Coming right up is MatchWeek 4. As always, stats have been provided by SaFra Sports, which is a subsidiary of SaFra Statistics. This is a company that had been dealing with Kenyan football statistics from way back in 2016. These stats include the Kenyan Premier League, the NSL, as well as the Kenya Women's Premier League. You can find them on Facebook at facebook.com/SaFra Consult KE. And you can even follow them on Twitter at SaFra Consult KE. A total of 11 goals were scored on MatchWeek 4, 2 of which were scored by 2018 Kenya Premier League MVP Vihiga United, who plies his trade for Kariobangi Sharks, making him just 1 goal shy of the top scorer, Elvis Rupia. So let's check at some of the results that were there on MatchWeek 4. We start off with Thursday, December the 17th, 2020, where Vihiga United welcomed Nairobi City Stars in a match that was played at the Utalii Sports Grounds, and the match ended in a goalless draw. Friday, December the 18th, 2020, FC Leopards was stunned by Western Stima. 2 very late goals that were scored in the added time. Western Stima winning that one by 2-0. KCB showed their potential as title contenders when they beat Bandari by 2-1. This is the venue where they last won way back in April of 2009. And on Saturday, December the 19th, Wazito played out to a goalless draw against Ulinzi Stars. Sofapaka were beaten by 2-1 against Kariobangi Sharks. 2 of those goals were scored by Vihiga United, and Zoya Sugar played out to a 1-0 draw against Posta Rangers. On Sunday, December 20th, only one match on that particular day, where Tusker won 1-0 against Vihiga United. Let's have a quick check at the league table. As it stands, KCB are on top of the log with 12 points from 4 matches, followed by Tusker with 10 points from 5 matches, and FC Leopards with 9 points from 4 matches. On to the page 2 of the table, where we have Gor Mahia sitting at number 10 with 3 points from 2 matches. Vihiga United at number 11 with 3 points from 4 matches. Sofapaka with 3 points from 4 matches. And at number 16, 17, and 18, we have Ulinzi Stars, Mathare United, and Zoo, with Mathare United and Zoo having played no matches at all. A quick look at some of the goals and highlights from MatchWeek 4.
Ombeva pamoja na Abisalomo Onyango ambaye hatimaye hakumaliza mchuano huo baada ya kuoneshwa kadi nyekundu, kadi ya njano ya kwanza na kisha kadi ya njano ya pili, na akatolewa katika dakika za mwisho wa pambano hili ambapo limeandaliwa katika uwanja wa taifa wa Kasarani mkabala tu. Na hili ndio bao lake Jackson Macharia. Ilikuwa ni gonga nipe gonga nikupe, bao ambalo lilikuwa limetafutwa kwa udi na uvumba na timu ya Tusker na kumwezesha basi kocha Robert Matano kutabasamu wakati huu ambapo ni wakati muhimu sana. Bwana mdogo huyu Macharia aliipatia timu ya Tusker bao hilo. Walijaribu sana, kwa hivyo hapo unaweza kuona kwamba anapongezwa na wachezaji wenzake. Kisha mambo yaliendelea vivyo hivyo. Wachezaji wa timu ya Vihiga United walikuwa wanajaribu sana kumiliki mpira, lakini jinsi ambavyo mambo yalikuwa yanakwenda, tunarudia tu hilo bao la bwana mdogo huyu ambaye ni Jackson Macharia aliipatia timu ya Tusker na wana alama 12, na hivyo basi katika mchuano.
Today we do a statistical analysis of the Tusker FC versus Vihiga United match, which ended 1-0 in favor of the hosts, who are Tusker FC, thanks to a 68th minute goal by Jackson Macharia. We have a look at how the teams lined up, both teams. We start off with the host, Tusker FC, who lined up in a 4-2-3-1 formation. They had Robert Boy at goalkeeper, Eugene Asike at the center of their defense. Then they had their captain Hashim Sempala standing in at the midfield together with Jackson Macharia, and Boniface Mushiri was also started at the wing, and David Majak as their lone striker. On to Vihiga, where they had Alumbe at goal, Norman Werunga, their team captain, standing at the heart of their defense. They had Wycliffe Ntata, and at striking they had their lone striker Aklefo. Heading over to the full-time stats of the match, Tusker FC had 55 possession against Vihiga's 45, 11 goal attempts against 10, 4 of which were on target for both sides. Vihiga United made the most saves with 4 against 3 for Tusker. They also had the most corners, 7 against 4, but Tusker led in terms of crosses, 17 against 8. A look at the attacking statistics. Vihiga United led in terms of chance creation, 9 against 6 for Tusker FC. Tusker led in terms of penalty box entries. They made 9 against Vihiga United's 8. Tusker had 10 successful dribbles against Vihiga's 3. 15 through balls for Tusker and 5 for Vihiga United. Tusker led in terms of dangerous free kicks, 7 against Vihiga 5. And also Tusker had the most offside goals, 3 against Vihiga 1. In terms of defensive statistics, Vihiga led in terms of clearance, 20 against Tusker's 11. The tackles were all square at 19 all. Tusker led in terms of interceptions, 75 against Vihiga's 58. Tusker led in terms of aerial duels, 12 against Vihiga 11. Tusker also led in terms of ground duels, 4 against Vihiga 2. And Vihiga United led in terms of goal kick, 25 against Tusker 18. According to the statistical data that we managed to capture from this match, Jackson Macharia actually had the most influence in this match. Of course, he's the one who scored that all-important goal for Tusker FC in the 60th minute, which gave them the win in this match. We have a look at some of his highlights, as we also have a look at some of his stats of this match. He had 2 attempts, of which both attempts were on target. Both of these attempts also were made from inside the penalty box. One actually ended up at the back of the net as that all-important goal. Jackson Macharia had 4 aerial duels, whereby he succeeded in 2, having a 60% success rate in terms of that. He made 3 dribbles in the whole match, which was 3 out of 3 dribbles, 100% success rate in that. He created 2 chances, made 3 crosses into the opponent's box. He had 5 through balls with a succession rate of 63%. And he made 3 entries inside the opposition box, where he was tied at that together with David Majak. And of course, he was involved in 1 goal, and he was the goal scorer of that goal as well. A check at the goalkeeping statistics, according to the data that we were able to collect, putting these goalkeepers head to head. The Tusker FC goalkeepers against the Vihiga United goalkeeper. Actually, Tusker played this match with 2 goalkeepers after that early injury to the goalkeeper who started the match, Robert Mboya. We found out that in terms of restart and in terms of ball distribution, the Tusker FC goalkeepers actually had a 67% success rate in terms of restarts, whereby out of 18, 12 were successful against the Vihiga United goalkeeper, who only had a 37% succession rate in terms of his ball distribution and restarts. These include 27 restarts, whereby he was only successful in 10, and 17 of those went to the opponent. Actually, we're going to talk about this later on when it comes to the goal analysis, whereby one of his restarts actually led to this goal. Having a check at Tusker FC's style of play, we can be able to see that the Tusker FC players were able to find spaces that were left all over the pitch by the Vihiga United players. This can be attributed to the Vihiga United players because we couldn't really identify the kind of style of play that they implemented in this particular type of match, whether it was zonal marking or whether they were doing a man-to-man mark. In terms of their defensive style of play, it was really not working for them because the Tusker players kept on finding those gaps and all those spaces that were left behind. A quick look at some of the clips, whereby we can be able to see the Tusker FC players always finding themselves with so much space in between. particular instance, you can be able to see that we have 7 Vihiga United players against 5 Tusker FC players, with 1 Boniface Moshiri left unmarked at the far end of the pitch. You know, too much space always left behind by the Vihiga United players. This one also leading to an effort at their goal. Let's have a look at the goal analysis. First of all, we start with the goal itself. Before this goal was actually scored, it was a goal kick. The goalkeeper with one of his restarts, whereby we found out that he failed most of them. So he kicks the ball this time round to the center of the pitch. You don't want to do that when you're playing against a Tusker United side that has very top players. You want instead to push your team forward. He kicked to the spaces that have been left by the flanks. This time round, the ball is won by the Tusker United players. You know, and once the ball is in this situation, you want to be marking Boniface Moshiri, because you know what he can do when he's on the wings, which the Vihiga United defenders failed to do. And before he lobs the ball into the box, Masharia is already unmarked, and it's a very, very easy highway for him to score that goal. Well, we've come to the end of our show, match week 4 of the BetKing Premier League. Our first show, this is our second show. Our first show we did statistical analysis of the Gor Mahia versus Ulinzi Stars match. If you want, you can also check that out. As usual, if you like our content, you can always share, like, comment, but most of all, subscribe and make sure that you hit the bell icon so that you can get notified every time that we upload a new video. So we just want to wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a prosperous new 2021.